Good morning. How is everybody today? Try not to step in the mud because I watered the garden. I sent you an email back, Lori. So check your email, Lori. How is everyone this morning? I have Chrissy, Auntie Ann, Lori, and George. I don't think I've missed any other comments. Yeah. Good morning. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good morning. Hello, Chrissy. Hey, don't feel bad. Thank you. I love this hat too. It kind of fits my personality, I think. I'm here to help any way possible. Hey is in the house. He didn't want to put pants on, so told him he had to play inside for a little bit. All right, nobody feel bad about your garden if it looks awful, because I will show you guys. I don't know how to swap it around, but I have more grass than I do plants right now. Yeah. And squash bugs and aphids, but I had some ladybugs, so I wasn't about to treat for aphids. Ladybugs will take care of that. I need to rip all of this crud out right here. All the grass and everything. So yeah. How is everyone doing? I have missed live chats. I really have. I don't know why. I got busy doing other things and couldn't do live chats for a little bit. Now I think I've slowed down. See if I can do this without stepping in the mud. My whole water faucet is under water pretty much. Alright. Oh. It should help anyway. For the eggs, I know for sure. If you can take out part of their... Oh, they're coming outside. The boys are coming outside. Hey still doesn't have pants on, so it's fine. I think as long as you get the eggs taken care of, that breaks the life cycle, you should be okay. I don't like hornworms either, and I haven't seen any yet. Fingers crossed this year. I only saw 2 last year, so that was pretty awesome. Whoops. Can't open this gate one-handed. Hang on. There we go. Hello, Tony. How are you today? Yes. I actually ended up finding a blacklight flashlight on Amazon for like $2 last year, and I bought it. And that's when I found all of the hornworms. I think I said 2, but I probably had 5 or 6 total, and they were itty bitty ones trying to stay dry. Yeah, it's supposed to start raining here soon, but I've still got a few things that are a little stressed that I wanted to give some extra water to, like this beautiful dolly right here, which is a Cherokee Purple. Hello, Brenda. How are you today? Give this tomato a nice long soak. I'll show you guys this right here, which I don't see the ladybugs right now.
I see ants.
There's ants, but there is about a bazillion aphids on here, and I did not treat them because I saw ladybugs. But now I don't see ladybugs, and I wonder if they have moved on. Who knows? had 10. I promise you, if there's 10, there's probably more. You'll find them. Good morning, Downtown 66. Have any of you guys checked out Downtown 66? She has some amazing things and so much good history that y'all need to pay attention to that. It's things that's going to the wayside, our education and learning about where we're at. Planted our squash in the ground. Only one that was a mistake because it helped with the vine borers. Yeah. What I tend to do, I overplant. As you see, I have that whole bed there has like 3 different types of squash in it. Zucchini. Mommy, your water boots? Bubba, go get his boots. He can't walk on the gravels. That hurts his toes. Go get his water boots. I got zucchini and patty pan and another variety. I don't remember. Haston pulled on my tags. Yellow squash. I don't know if it's crook-necked or straight-necked because I had both. Then the far bed over there with the trellis in it, it has just straight-necked, I believe. I've already gotten a bunch of squash off, actually. I think 6. Looks like it's going to be 7 right now. 7. All right, let me scroll down. Yeah, mine was pretty waterlogged. It did drown my dragon tongue beans, but I found some other bush beans that are prolific and early, so I'm going to plant those. Dawn is very versatile. I'll sit right here for just a second so I can get my... Oop. You're welcome. Yeah, of peppers. All of my peppers, you might look into this. And actually, if I get some more of these tubs, I will get them to you, Victoria. These right here are mineral tubs for cows. And what I have in the bottom of it is like a 8 or 10 inch piece of plastic culvert that I found on the road. It was busted. And some landscape fabric, like what it's silt fence is actually what it is, but it's like what goes under. They use it on the roadside to keep dirt from running off and things. And peppers and tomatoes love it, but I wanted to do tomatoes on a trellis, and I really can't trellis over these guys. So one year I did tomatoes in them. It worked really good, but this you fill it up. I hate grass in the garden. I promise. I picked all the grass out of these 2 days ago. And there's grass like this was growing in there just now. But you fill it up. It has a weep hole so it does not overfill. You fill it plumb up with water. And it's self-watering, self-contained. It works out great. I've not had a lot of good luck with squash in it. But I'm trying some patty pans which tend to set up a little more. So we'll try that. I bet he does. Our pig likes all the extras, so I don't mind getting a great big old squash like that and skinning it, and he loves the skin off of it. Oh, I will. Hello, Connie. Yes, y'all had some good foresight on that right there, didn't you? But these tubs, I'm telling you, Daniel Arms uses them in his high tunnel. That's where we got the idea from watching Daniel Arms. Let's see. I am wonderful at growing weeds. I've been taking a 5-gallon bucket and picking at least 1 5-gallon bucket of plumb full of grass and weeds, and I got a ton of Bermuda. If you do gravel in between beds or anything like we did, Bermuda loves gravel. Cows love Bermuda, so I just, hey, don't pick my stuff. No, look. He's a mess. The 5-gallon buckets work great, but I prefer the bigger size. Yes, and the best thing about that is the first year I did them, I just wanted to see how many peppers I could grow in it. I literally put 8 pepper plants in one of those, just all around the edge. It grew. They got huge. They probably were 3 foot tall. And I didn't top them or anything. I was the laziest person with them. And they still produced amazingly. Boys. And because peppers like to hold hands, I guess. I am so tired of looking at this grass. Winston loves it. Is he like puppy? Yes. We lost, I don't know if I told you guys, but we lost Double Stuff. We had the 2 little orphan pigs that Matt brought home. Well, we lost Double Stuff. He stressed out after he got his castration. I gave him antibiotics and everything, but stress is what killed him. But they love eggs, especially, whoops, are you okay? Especially the Benny eggs. That's squash. I got here first. Come here, you want to sit on my knee? You want to sit with Mama? You want to sit right here? How about this other bucket so we're not fighting? Yeah, thank you, Downtown 66. Smash that like button, guys. Thank you, Victoria. Let's see. Yes, I think they will work out really well for me. Pour this water on something. Strawberries. Here we go. Sit right here. Sit right here. No, where are you going to sit at? They are super simple. I use the pipe. I'll walk over it. I use like everything in this. Nothing in this costs me money except for the dirt because I amended it with regular dirt this year. I have to cover the hole because I echo when I talk. But it's got like it was a free pipe I found. It was busted on the side of the road. Been there for 3 days. Didn't think anybody was going to take it. The landscape fabric, which I think one of them has it picking up. It might not. This one does. Look, I have lavender in this one, guys. The landscape fabric. And the dirt. And then I cut the pipe at an angle so that it doesn't sit flat.
Tyson, don't pick strawberries.
That's the Chrissy, the landscape fabric kind of helps hold the dirt off the bottom. So then, I know, I just picked one a while ago. What is that? There it is. It's pretty. No. Oh, it is holy basil. Pulled it up, roots and all. I'll plant that one. It can go in with some peppers. By the way, holy basil, it just takes over. I have it in 3 beds, and I only planted it in 1 last year. Chrissy said hi, Wyatt. Oh, no rush. Don't worry. If you don't get back, you don't get back. It's okay. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. All right. Bless you. Thank you. I'm a person who loves to be outside, and I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. Yes, I've seen Kevin and Sarah do it on Living Traditions, but I got mine from Daniel Arms. We started watching Daniel Arms pretty heavily whenever we were in the NICU with Haston, and I guess he helped us not be so depressed in there, but it's all right. Let's see. Just got sidetracked again. Hello, Garden State Gardener. We've been talking about it. If I can get away, we wouldn't be able to go very long. It would just be a day trip to leave early and get back late. But I wouldn't be staying overnight. I think it's like 2.5 hours away. It's not terrible. Yeah, these noodle beans. If I can get this, I don't know what is wrong with this bed, but all of the beans in it look terrible, and I'm going to tear them all out. I've got a whole bunch of rabbit manure. I'm going to heavily amend this area with it because it seems to have really helped these beans start taking off. And then they got, of course, attacked by aphids, and it could be ants that caused it because the other bed, this side, does not have any aphids at all. And really, it's all that's on it is water stress, like from being too wet for too long. Yesterday was the first time I've watered the garden, I don't know, since I put most of it in, I think. You don't need that shovel. Oh, the little shovel, it's in the barn. Come here. I was using it to clean out the brooder. I've also got something out here to show you guys. Also, I'm trying to navigate TikTok. I don't like it. I really don't like TikTok that well. But we'll see. Here you go, bub. So, you all have met Rita and Janet. Degrees out there right now. They are pedigreed mini lops. They're still kind of getting used to us though. I don't know. I was talking to somebody, and I went in the barn. That's why you're losing me. I wanted to show you guys Rita and Janet, which you'll see them in a video. But we got. Oh, come on. We'll go get it. We got them from the same place that Bunny come from, the male. I got a ton of water sitting right here. Come here. What? You want to drink of my water? That's all I got. I don't have anything else. So they are pedigreed mini lops. They were born at the end of April, so they're just now 2 months old. And hopefully, I guess this winter, early spring, I'll be able to raise some babies out of them. And the flowers. Probably where I drop seeds. Hey, run in the house and get those seeds. It's by my kitchen scale.
Oh.
But the hope is that all of them. You're splashing me, kid. The hope is that I can raise them to pay for all the rabbits. So, yes. What? You're stuck? You can get out. I'll sit back right here for a second. Everything does taste better when it's mom's, even when it's water. So, yes, it's more animals. Yes, it's stupid sometimes to buy more animals. You have fun, Chrissy. I watched your video. Did I comment on it? I don't remember if I commented on it. It was pretty. I was in the middle of doing everything else. Hello, El Canirum. Your name is Jason, right? I'm pretty sure it's Jason. I'm not terrible with names, but I'm not the greatest, so bear with me on that one. But yeah. So theory is you raise one to pay for the other. So if I have pedigreed mini lops, which paid a a little too much for them, I think. But they come from a great place, and they're well bred. Hang on, guys. This is why you have rocks in your garden, so your toddler can put them in your flower beds, huh? But yeah, one to pay for the other. That's basically what it is. Have a rock. Told you guys, he puts rocks in the beds. My head started sweating and it's itchy. Yeah. Other things we've got going on right now is we got the squeeze chute put into the pasture. Matt got. Hello, Mike. All right, Auntie Ann, take your time. My grass is really wet right now. We got the squeeze chute. Let me turn around. Whoop, can't see it past my head. It's in the pasture. And yes, I'm trying to diversify. That's the hard thing about it, and about being on a farm, is trying to diversify and get things where they will start making money for themselves. I was talking to someone a couple weeks ago, and he said he didn't make any more money with the twice as many cows as he has now as he did, now. Your expenses go up for all the animals you have, but if I use the more expensive pedigreed rabbits to pay for the entire program, even if I sell them considerably less than what I had bought my females for, I'm still going to come out ahead. We'll be able to, I have enough space in the barn. We're going to build a whole, like a 10-foot cage that's 2x2 cages. So there'll be 5 cages. And get 2 or 3 New Zealands. That'll be meat.
Is my flowers in there?
Yeah, they're in here. They should be.
What are mine called, Mom?
Morning glories. You're going to plant yours. Let me see. In the front bed. There you go. We bought some cheap flower seeds at the dollar store. Huh? And I dropped them all on the ground. I got these. These are a bush bean. They were cheap. Hey, Bruce. I was showing everybody my new animals.
Hey, Mom.
I got more animals.
Mom.
I'm expensive.
Mommy.
What?
One.
You can pick one. I got these at the Dollar General. They're 4 for $1. Harvester beans. They're a bush bean. I think I'm going to go ahead and take all the dragon tongue beans out because there's a few scragglers holding on. I might leave those. But for the most part, they're failing bad.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Jocelyn. Y'all, I met Jocelyn at the meetup at Pryor, and she happens to have followed my channel for a while. Just doesn't comment much. She's like me. She's a watcher, not a talker. I'm a talker though. And
hey, Mom, didn't I get some sunflowers too?
Yeah, you picked out some sunflowers.
Which ones did I pick out?
I don't remember. I bumped it. Probably those ones.
Can I plant them in front bed?
We'll clean out a space and you can plant them in here. I just don't know where yet, okay? Oh, don't open it yet. We picked up some discount closeout whatever seed because it's toward the end of what the commercialized world says is garden season. It's not. Anybody, you can start plants anytime. Grow. I mean, within reason, I guess I should say. If you don't plant it, you're never going to get anything out of it. But eventually, I planted my stuff later than I normally do. And I have tons of tomatoes on these tomato plants.
Like the corn from last year I grew?
Yeah. See?
It grew huge. It was the biggest
put
corn
that back
in there.
in there. Well, it also cross-pollinated with my sweet corn and made it taste pasty and nasty. So, there's good and bad in that. Good morning, Tina Ladybug. How are you today?
Plant that sunflower right here.
I think I'm going to plant some sunflowers in this bed. I've got some mammoth sunflowers. I'm going to heavily amend that spot where those beans are. This tripod is terrible for my phone.
You still have these 6 bags?
I still have 6 bags. We bought too many so that I could use to fill in beds that needed it. And I put at least a bag in every bed. But this bed's going to need another bag or 2. And I have another bed that needs more. So we'll have to wait.
There, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. I guess let me plant this holy basil real fast. Guys, do you ever have a plant? Like you get a plant or you grow a plant and you just instantly know what it is by the smell. Like this holy basil. I knew exactly what it was as soon as I pulled it up because it's the scent.
You got 15 watching?
I do have 15 people watching. I wasn't paying attention to that. Cross-pollinated. Corn. Wyatt. Last year I had that, what was it? A sweet corn. It was...
Cherokee Nation?
No, it was Domine corn. Astronomy Domine. And it cross-pollinated with a piece of feed corn that Wyatt had planted. I'm going to plant that right there. I did do
mine. Mine.
And it tasted terrible. Hey, 1, 2. Stop it.
You got yours.
I hope everybody's having a good morning too. I have 14 people in here that's watching.
Where's your baby coffee?
I set it over there. So pretty. I don't know. It's been a pretty good day. I'm gonna do something I haven't done before though, and struggle and strive. Hello. Oh, Downtown 66 said y'all are adorable. Wyatt's the big one. Hey, the little one that doesn't wear pants. Oh, let me have them snips, please. Why don't you go put that in the trash? Thank you. Can I have those? You don't need to cut plants, though. Bring me them snips. It's a standoff. Thank you. You don't need to cut plants. I don't know where to put them. He'll grab them. The little one is Haston. The big one is Wyatt. Pants are overrated. Sometimes. But I can't get away with it, so. I can't get away with not wearing pants. I actually have long pants on because I ran out of shorts. Again, because I am the worst housewife in the world. I do not keep up with laundry. Jocelyn actually posted something and I commented on it. Oops, there you go. Hello, Auntie Ann. Got it. Hi, Haston and Wyatt. Downtown 66 said hi, boys. Ow! Quit hitting me with that. Don't get toddler's garden tools. I'm getting out of here. So, I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say?
Running diapers?
They're a mess. Hey, it's creepy when you're 30 too. I'm just saying. Like, I have a ton of stuff, guys, and I'm just like kind of overwhelmed with what to show you guys to update. Look at this. Okay, so they actually started back there. Grass, grass, grass. And you can kind of see where they were. And then I'm making a line to put them. We're going to go back over into that part of the yard with these chickens. But these guys aren't going to be in here a whole lot longer. My Easter eggers, or my green egg layers, my experiment chickens, they're going to go in here. Now look at these guys. They're huge. I have two unbearded Americana females and Scrooge McCluck, that cute little Benny that Wyatt's grabbing. I don't even know what he named him yet. These two are roosters, and we're going to eat them. Sapphire Gems. One hen, Sapphire, and two. Hasten got but 4 females because he wanted yellow chickens.
I tamed this one.
Yep, that's Wyatt's buddy. Show him your chicken, Wyatt. We never can get Bennies that aren't roosters. Every time we get some at Tractor Supply or Orscheln's or Atwood's, it always ends up being a rooster. It sucks. Yes, chicken experiments. I think I told you about it too already, Jocelyn. I gathered eggs. We have 2. You can't, well, it's okay. It's fine. It's not going anywhere. Well, hold Bubba's little chicken. The other ones don't like to be held. Okay, see? You didn't want to hold it anyway. Yes, they eat the grass. Generally, I don't raise but 10 meat birds at a time, so they fit in this perfectly. And this time I had 40 I started out with. I've got 36 left. I'm going to put them back over by the garden light. Hands me his seeds. And they do wonderfully on grass. They actually grow out amazing. Cuts my feed cost a bunch. I've actually been fermenting my chicken feed for them guys because I've got them in the chicken coop because I don't have a chicken tractor big enough. He likes you. There's a difference of him being wild and him actually liking you. I dropped up the seeds.
All the Bennies are wild that we have.
Okay, so Jocelyn answered my question for me. There. I am growing out some birds. I have 8 of them right now. From green eggs. He is so tiny, look. Is he not a cute little adorable boy right there? Don't throw rocks, that's mean.
He's eating rocks.
We should call him Hey.
Yeah.
We have 2 blue egg laying Americana hens that actually they lay pretty good. They're last year's chickens and they lay a really pretty blue egg. So nothing wrong with that. But I have, a lavender Orpington rooster, which would be kind of a pinky brown egg for lavender Orpingtons. I'm doing it backwards than most people do. And so in theory, if everything worked out right, those they're only out of blue eggs should be green egg layers. When they get big enough to look at their earlobes, I'll be able to tell. Will you get my water? It's in the garden light. Never mind, I'll grab it. So out of Americanas and a lavender Orpington, most people use an Americana rooster onto brown egg layers to produce green. And I'm doing it backwards just because I know that that's a blue egg. So there's no... If you don't quit your whining, you're going to go back in the house. Let's see. Yeah. I like to be barefoot, but Matt put all that gravel down in the garden. which I have to pick the grass out of daily because the gravel grows grass really, really well. If it wasn't for that, I would be barefoot. Yes, chickens have earlobes. I can show you on Wyatt's little rooster right here. Pick him up, Wyatt.
He stepped on his wing.
Okay, so here's his noggin, and right here's his ear. This part right here below his ear, that's an earlobe. And if you look at their earlobes, if he can catch Scrooge, I can show you. I have the white rooster is Scrooge McCluck because he looks like Scrooge McDuck. You want your Bubbles? We'll get Bubbles in a minute. He has blue earlobes. So in theory, we're going to try really hard to go to that meetup, Brenda. You grab him, Wyatt? This is Wyatt's chore every day to take care of these guys. So, hold on. They're red right now. If you look, don't drop him. Hang on. He can fly.
Not very good.
Okay, so his earlobe is harder to see, but it's not red. It has a blue tint to it when he's not stressed out. Move your head. Thank you. Let me get right here, Wyatt. You haven't fed these yet, have you?
No.
See, it has a blue tint to it. So he should have blue. If he was a hen, he would lay blue eggs. So he has blue egg laying genetics.
What color would he get? Like, if he was a hen?
They generally lay white eggs. I'll grab this one because I'm pretty sure this was. I know. You can actually see hers because she doesn't have a beard. See, it's kind of blue tinted.
Mom, I have 4 Americanas.
Right there.
So
she should lay blue eggs. Green eggs come out of crossbreeding. You want to go in the house? Wyatt, go get him his Bubbles that's in there by the stove.
Look, Mom.
These guys I'm going to probably... Anne doesn't drive very far, Brenda, so... unless she hitches a ride. But I have found that Anne is not a driver. I still think chickens have. We're gonna try to go. Honestly, we might not get to, just with things going on, and we should be having hay soon, or more hay anyway. Yeah, it's something I've taken some time to try and learn because to me it's important, especially if I'm going to crossbreed to raise certain aspects of chickens. I want to know what eggs they're going to lay. And like Scrooge has blue earlobes, which not the whole earlobe's going to be blue. It's not like that. It's just going to be like, it's not going to be totally red. Now, if it's red, you can generally surmise that they're going to have a brown egg. And if it's white...
We got the bubbles!
Bye, Jason. I'm glad you can learn something from me. Even if it's something as silly as chickens have earlobes.
Mom, we got the bubbles. I want these bubbles.
Yeah, that's his Bubbles. So, with that, Scrooge, the hens I keep from these F1 greens, which is an F1 would be the first cross, the first one. So they're half either the Lavender Orpington, some of them are part Lavender Orpington, and I think some of them were actually bred out of the Black Rooster, which he is Australorp and Dominecker, just brown egg layer. I have his mom.
Rooster's a duck.
He's a duck.
He likes it.
Some chickens do like to swim. You better get him out.
He can touch.
I know, but he's not happy now. He's all wet. You better put him back in with his friends. He actually started crowing the other day, and it was super cute. Here, let me have it. Hey, hey. Bubbles for the baby.
What?
By the way,
You have to attack your big Americana rooster and beat him up.
that's Hastings' rooster. The kids get to pick out chickens, and I have to take care of them for the most part. So
I can take care of mine.
you take care of that pen of chickens.
And
Why?
them chickens.
That's your chores.
That Maggie's here. They're not my only chickens, ain't they? Well, how many chickens do I have?
You have bannies.
Yeah, I take care of them. I have 2 bannies.
Here, get over here and blow bubbles. Get on this side. It's windy enough. I could probably just hold it and let it blow.
Mommy,
Here you go. I got it all over me. Okay. One more time. This is why I edit a lot. Scrooge he has blue egg laying genetics. Going to braid to green egg layers. So I should have like a turquoise for my F2s, which won't be till next year. But still, you don't get that much into it.
with just one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the bubbles in the grass.
I think Wyatt wanted. What rabbits were you wanting?
The lion ones.
He wanted lion heads, and I don't want that much hair. We picked out. I don't know if you saw it earlier. You might not have been here. We got 2 pedigreed female mini lops to go with our little male. So we have Bunny, which is the buck, and then Matt named them Rita and Janet, and that's the girls. So my theory on this is I'm going to raise pedigreed mini lops to help pay for all of the rabbits. So hopefully I have like a 0-debt rabbit flock, herd, I don't know what you call them. It's diversifying my agriculture, so then I should be able to have some animals that produce and some animals that we eat, and they should pay for each other. It's like the chickens. I was talking to Adam at Like a Bully, and he said that he can't sell eggs at farmers market. There's too many. The market's saturated, which I find that here also. There's a lot of people who sell eggs. And so I just sell some eggs, not all of them. But actually, when I sell chicks, that pays for the feed for all of them. It pays for the majority of the feed for my chickens. Their costs are down a lot because of how I do things. Mike, look at Damon Valley Rabbitry. I'll add a comment. Come on.
All your meat birds.
They are in. You're welcome. I'm glad you had fun. But Damon Valley Rabbitry, they're in Wilburton. That's where my mini lops come from. But they raise all kinds of rabbits. So that would be a good source locally in Oklahoma. All of my meat breeds, like all of the New Zealand or Californians, whatever I ended up with.
Oh, I haven't checked.
They're going to be, they're more heat tolerant to Oklahoma because if you get like Texas A&M rabbits, they're bred for the heat, honestly. Tim at Ridge Life actually has Timuks.
Hey, Mom, how
Here,
many
let's not set
chickens
that right there.
do I have?
I don't know, Wyatt. You count them. I'm talking right now.
Hasten, I got here for
Hasten.
Back here. Get up, Wyatt. Get up. Please.
Then people are seeing you argue. I like the people ride white rabbits. I think they're pretty.
Here.
The lady that the mini lops come from, she raises New Zealand Reds also. I thought about buying a couple of those off of her. I know they're a little more expensive because all of her rabbits are purchased. Excuse me. Enough. You get out of the chair. You just go put the chair where he's not going to get to it. Put it somewhere else. I'm tired of hearing you argue. Actually, the gray one I have, she's an opal. That's her color, is opal. So I have a chinchilla male, orange broken, and a opal female. I don't know what colors I'll get out of them. I know that the opal female had black brokens also in hers, and I want to say chestnut. It was brown. I'm pretty sure she said it was chestnut. They are so brothers. There's 7 years between them, and they're still bicker like you would think that twins would. Please don't lean on that chair.
Mom, I don't know which chickens are mine.
Don't lean on the chair.
Mom, I don't know which chickens are mine in there.
In there?
Yeah.
There's only one that's got a beard.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, how about this? They're everybody's chickens. They're the farm's chickens. I know you like having them and whatever, but they're not just your chickens. We all eat the eggs, don't we?
Yeah.
So just leave it at that, okay? This intense need to have ownership on things like that, it kind of is aggravating to me. And I have to explain the same thing over and over. You are moving the heck out of this camera. There.
Bubble guys.
Yeah, go pop them bubbles in the grass. My grass is way overgrown. I've been learning a lot more about the genetics myself to try and learn as much as I can about what's, like, how to get certain things. I know on horse genetics, I know a lot on that. Sprinklers going off.
They can't hit you right now.
I hope. That one almost can. I think I'm in a spot where it's not going to reach us. 9.5 and then 8 years. They still fought like that too. You started over every time you had a baby, didn't you? You get one half grown and then have another one. That's how it felt with Wyatt. You'll break it, Wyatt. You'll break it.
Sit in your car.
Here, sit on your tricycle. You'll show everybody your tricycle?
How you ride it?
Bubba has to pull him.
Hey, do you know ride it?
Yep, I made 2 trips to Wilburton in the last 2 weeks. Once for a buck and once for 2 does. But they're great. They're healthy. That's why I went ahead and decided to buy unrelated from her. 9-year difference. That was a surprise, wasn't it?
Mom, what? Show him how to ride this bike.
He can steer really pretty good, but he can't quite pedal it, so we have to pull him. Don't pull him so fast he falls over. Quit. Ah! Children. I'm trying today. I feel like I am scatterbrained as all get out, and I feel like we've been on for 49 minutes. It's went so fast because I feel like it has just flew by, honestly. Yeah. So I have a few projects going on. I still have to build one more cage for the mini lops are going to go in the 2x2 cages, and then the 2x3 cages are going to be for the New Zealands, which that was what it was originally planned for. And
Then your bicycle.
the mini lops, because they don't get over 5 pounds, usually 5.5 pounds, they should do fine in the smaller cages. Excuse me. You squeal one more time, and I'm going to go behind this camera, and I'm going to swat you. You understand? Do you understand?
The bell in here doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It will. I have spent more time with this child than I've ever got to spend ever with Wyatt. I worked a lot whenever I had Wyatt, and then whenever I was pregnant, Payson, I was sick, and I did sub. I did work, so.
But now it's spring break and you get to spend a long time with me.
Yes, it's summer break. As soon as this camera comes out or I'm trying to film, Wyatt starts, he'll stand behind it and go at me, and I'm like, what in the world? Why are you doing that? Like, you can't talk, you can't do anything.
What, Mom?
What? It's the truth. It's what you do.
I didn't do that.
You haven't today. Go away if you're going to pout. Go away. Yeah, I'm glad I have some space between my children. You can feel it, like, just felt the front hit. Just felt it. Like, it went from still and pretty warm to this is pretty chilly wind for my 80-degree day. Of 80 degrees. I'm glad I have some space between them. Sometimes I wish I had kids closer, which, you know, I could have, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I didn't. Thank you. Spend $20 on a thingy, and it doesn't work right. Okay. You want to blow bubbles? Story of my life.
What bubble?
Blow it. Blow your bubbles.
It works. What bubble go?
Get him a can to drink out of then. You need to do your chores anyway. I don't have any more. Get that one out of there. Did you not hear what I said a minute ago, though? Just get him a pan for right now till I can fix it. When they hit 9 years old, in my experience so far, actually I think about when he hit 8 years old. Oh, I was going to say, I'm 20 months apart from my sister, so just a little less than 2 years, and we fought big time, all the time. But we have nothing in common. We're not really anything alike, so that's probably part of it. Wyatt, he doesn't think he has to listen, and that's how he's always been. Like, my parents watched him a lot whenever I worked, and grandparents spoil children. So he doesn't think he has to listen, which is kind of sad considering things. But I guess it's partially my fault because I'm the one who had to work a full-time job and off and on part-time job with it to take care of my child. But it's fine. I'm all right with it. The little one, he has been my little savior, I guess. He's helped with a lot of things. Ooh, we're getting deep today, aren't we? But, yeah. Wyatt has the need to try and belittle me a lot. And he gets that from my parents because they talked over me mine like forever. And so he would hear them doing it. So then he does it, and it's just kind of in his brain now. But at the same time, it's good to be assertive And yeah. I'm sorry I got emotional there for a minute. You enjoy the rest of your day. See, he's very, very spoiled. That's part of his problem. And we still spoil him a lot. He doesn't have to do much. And to get to have, like, he has 2 horses. He has a beagle. He gets to play football. He gets to do pretty rodeos. If he wants to do something, he gets to do it. And he doesn't think he should have to do chores to pay for that stuff. Yes. My kids, which right now they bicker, and Hastings in a really whiny stage, which I don't understand at all. But they, both of them should be able to function as normal adults just fine. Like, they'll be able to do things that they can do things. Wright can do a lot of stuff that a normal 9-year-old couldn't do. Hastings, he'll know how to do everything. He's not, like, he's been underfoot butchering every animal we've ever butchered on this place. So both of these boys, in theory, in my theory anyway, the way I'm raising them, they're going to be able to do things that normal adults won't. They'll be able to make hard decisions. They'll be able to feed themselves. I grow a garden for my sanity, and most of the time I don't let the kids in there with me for that reason. That is my getaway. And they are stinkers when it comes to anything to do with the camera and the YouTube channel. Bless you. You get water in your nose?
Mm-hmm.
He stuck his head in the dog water. Hastings, don't. Bubba, sit down first. Look at me.
Here.
No. You want to go in timeout?
No.
You want to swat?
No.
Then you go sit down somewhere else.
Here.
No. I don't think you did anything wrong. You have one of your boys is really trying to get back to that sort of thing, or that's what I surmise from conversations we've had. So you didn't do anything wrong. You raised them where you could, and I wanted a different upbringing for my kids than what I had, which I did grow up on a farm, but I don't want my kids. Excuse me. You're not going to sit there. Bubba is sitting there right now. Go get a chair. There's a chair over there. Go look. Or there's a chair in front of the house. Yeah, Jared. He's trying to get back to that sort of thing, raising his own stuff, and that's great. That's all you can ask for in a child, is to follow your lead and to do things that is good for them, and not try to force them into doing anything that they don't want to do. Except Wyatt has to do chores, don't you? He does not like his chores. And that's another thing. Like, all I had is a sister. So in essence, I was the closest thing my dad had to a boy. And because of that, I did a lot of things that... Excuse me. Why sit in this pink chair? I don't know why I'm yawning. I guess they're wearing me out with all their bickering. In essence, my upbringing and how my dad raised me, I hunted and I fished and I knew where my food came from, and I gardened and I learned, like, trading things, and the neighbor had the milk cow. We had eggs. We swapped things. And hello, Chris's Clever Craft. They taught me a lot. And then I took and I built on it. This is the life I want to live. I'm not into the huge extravagant vacations. I don't care to go to Florida. I don't want to see Disney World. Which I thought about it. I thought Disney World was going to be really cool one of these days. But in all honesty, I would rather spend the extra. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I wish I'd paid more attention to my grandma too. She did a lot of things, and there's a lot of things I still haven't learned, and I'm trying to relearn them because I was under her elbow, but it wasn't like my granny didn't just outright show me things to do and what I was doing. But I did inherit the capability of I can make a meal out of almost anything, and that was my great grandma, just how she grew up. She fed a bunch of kids, and so I learned there's a lot of things, but like I said, I don't want to do the vacations. We went camping. That's Wyatt. But that's not a vacation. That's just a getaway. I'm not interested in doing the big extravagant things like that. He's peeing. I know. It's okay. You peed? Why don't you take your underwear off? You already peed. It's too late. Yo, these kids. We are at an hour. Oh, hang on.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, well, he took his pants off that time. At least took his pants off. Can't show you guys this funny stuff that goes on in my house. I probably shocked my family a lot too because, like, we moved to Colorado. Matt was on the pipeline. I'm sure they all thought that we would be moving around or not being settled anywhere. And you know what? We put a house out here, settled. Pull your britches up. Pull your britches up.
And your sister travels a lot.
Yeah, my sister's the one that runs around, and she doesn't. She's just fine with having her kids in daycare and things like that, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with a working mom, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be able to do this, raise my kids out here. It's a good thing we live out here on 40 acres with like only one neighbor that can see our house. I know you peed. You'll be okay. He's gonna water lots of plants in his lifetime, I can tell you. I guess I need to get this kid in and get his pants changed before he has a meltdown because he peed. He peed. You want to change? Okay, we'll get in there. An hour and 3 minutes. We are still in Colorado. I'm in Colorado, east of Denver. I was east of Denver. I was in Kingsburg for a long time, for a year.
For 3 months.
No, we lived in Greeley and then in Kingsburg. Okay. Bubba, go get him a pair of underwear. Go in the house with Bubba. Go get your underwear.
And don't be on the floor.
Yes, and we really don't have a lot of people that we can just outright trust to take care of animals. My biggest thing is they're not going to care for the animals the way I do, and they're not going to see the things that I see that are problems. And they're not going to notice sickness and things whenever I do. Yeah, it's clouding up. We're in eastern Oklahoma. I still have some friends in Kingsburg, so I would so totally go back and visit. Opportunity arise. Where are you at, Chris? If you're east of Denver. We lived I went to Brighton weekly for groceries and Chinese food. And we went to Greeley a lot. But I really do miss it. I felt so happy out there. Look out the door and see the mountains and all the things, but the rules and the laws were just there's too much of it for me to want to live out there full time and try and do this stuff. Like the area we were in, if you didn't have a water easement, then you didn't water your yard. You didn't water your grass. Yeah, it's clouding up. I don't know if you guys can see it behind me. It's blowing in. Okay, you don't have to say where you're at. That's fine. I'll tell you the town I live in, and you can look it up and see exactly how tiny it is. We live by Weber's Falls, Oklahoma. It is like smack dab east central Oklahoma. Like we're right off I-40. So, I mean, nobody's going to find my house. My physical address does not pull up on a GPS. And if you type it in, it sends you to Kansas. It's kind of funny. The rooster keeps crowing. He's going to come and get his butt kicked by the lavender Orpington rooster. I know it. I just know it. Yeah. I loved Colorado. And honestly, if I were to move west, I would move to Wyoming probably for they have the same kind of temperate climate. Things are pretty similar. Low humidity. It was amazing. And I loved it up there. We drove through to North Dakota to go pick up a camper. And Wyoming would be where I would move if I moved west. If I moved away from Oklahoma, it'd be Wyoming. Lots of rainfall. It'd be pretty. Yeah. Which I've got lots of baby chicks right now, which the baby chickens aren't the big deal. It's more like I've had a lot of hoof issues with goats, so I don't want to be away for very long. I've had a lot of issues with, actually, there's a lot of people who drive up and down the road in front of our house. It's a dead-end private road. There's one house at the end. There's so much traffic. I don't want to go away for very long because I would be really concerned somebody would start pilfering, and they wouldn't like me if they pilfered in my stuff. Found a use for a fishing dip net. Put onions in it. Yeah, you could dry onions in that sucker. Just hang it up. Why, yes, I would love to live somewhere where there's no humidity. When you walk outside and you start sweating immediately, you know it's a problem. Yes, Wyoming is beautiful. Even the flat part, like even down like at Casper and things, is so beautiful. I love the climate and the diversity of the animals and a lot of things. Like actually my zebus, which everybody will tell you, zebus can't be out in the snow and they can't this or that. Zebus adapt so well to all of that stuff. And so my cows would do just fine. I just had a doctor a goat, and I've got another one to still doctor for hoof issues. All this moisture. As soon as it gets dried out, it rains again. Hey. I'll be in a minute. Stay in the house, Wyatt. I'll be in a minute. Show you guys the babies. Old Guthrie and Laramie, and I'm secretly hoping Laramie got bred before she got to us, because then Guthrie might have the potential to have another little zebu girlfriend. But yeah, I got Pearl and Reba are limping. I got Pearl treated. I couldn't catch Reba before it went live. Let's see. Ooh, an hour and 10 minutes, guys. We're gonna get off here before we waste our whole day. which it's not a waste. It's been a good morning. Had lots of conversation, and I am scatterbrained as I'll get out, so it's went everywhere. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate Auntie Ann, my moderator extraordinaire. LG Homestead is the moderator also, but she had to leave. And Jocelyn, for finally getting in here. I'm glad to get to converse with you a little bit, honey. Big Mike. Mike. I had to do it. And George. All my good friends. Ah! I just dumped water on my butt. Yes. That's kind of where we're at right here. This property isn't going to go anywhere. It'll stay. But if we buy property somewhere else, I mean, we're not going to get rid of this. So, and yeah, all y'all, I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's going to start raining, and I am going to probably weed the garden in the rain. Y'all have a great day. I really appreciate everybody being in here. We'll see you all soon, guys. God bless. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. Bye.